Hello friends, welcome to the BASP solution. My name is Sandeep Singh. Today I am going to give you the overview about the equity pickup functionality in FCCS application. Before moving into the application, I would like to give you a brief overview what is equity pickup. Generally, when one legal entity purchases shares of other legal entity, they are usually called the holding company, and the entity in which they take acquisition are called subsidiary company. When they purchase the share of other company, they record these investment into their book at the initial cost of acquisition value, and this will continue to remain the same until they sell the shares of entity in which the acquisition took place, and any profit or loss resulting of the investment is duly recorded in the books of account at the time of disposal. This is called a cost method of accounting, and most of the companies prefers a cost method of accounting. Another alternative method of accounting is the equity method of accounting, under which the price paid for the acquisition is initially recorded at the time of acquisition, and this amount is adjusted periodically based on the holding company's share of profit or loss recorded by the company in which the investment is held. This accounting method, when applied to reporting by a legal company, will be referred to as a equity pickup. Every legal entity is required to report a financial statement in accordance with the jurisdiction in which they operate. Now, assume that legal entity is working in such a jurisdiction area where the requirement is that they should report a consolidated financial result not only of the individual company but also of the company in which they have an ownership interest. Equity pickup functionality enables you to reevaluate the investment owned by the holding company. The purpose of revaluation is to adjust the investment in the balance sheet of the holding company to reflect the current value of the corresponding share in the equity of the subsidiary. The idea behind equity pickup is to provide a fair value of the portfolio owned by the holding company. I have prepared a one scenario in Excel where we will understand this from functional point of view, and then we will move into the application to see how the application performs the same after enabling the equity pickup functionality in FCCS. Now moving on to my example, what I have prepared in the Excel for getting more clarity what is all about equity pickup. So you can see that I have a balance sheet of three entity A, B, and C. There the total liability is exactly equal to the total asset. The common stock for the entity A, B, C are given. In the similar manner, the asset for entity A, B, C are given. Now, in this example, entity A has taken the acquisition in entity B by 80%, and legal entity A has also taken the acquisition by 60% in the entity C. Now you are required to prepare a consolidated financial statement of legal entity A, assuming that legal entity A is working in such a jurisdiction where they are required to prepare a consolidated financial statement. So I have prepared a consolidated financial statement. You can see that the common stock is coming of legal entity A, that is 30,000. Here the retained earning value is derived from the acquisition percentage of in entity B, that is 80% of 20,000, 16,000, and the acquisition percentage in the entity C, that is 60%. So you can see that the retained earning value is the combination of these two amount. So this value comes to 22,000. So our total liability comes to 52,000. In the similar manner, the cash we have taken for legal entity A only, and here the investment in equity company amount coming to 22,000, which is exactly equals to what the we have retained earning calculated. So you can see that we have increased our asset exactly equal to increase in our liability. So we have investment in equity company, that is 22,000. In the similar manner, we had calculated the retained earning, that is 22,000. So in this manner, the consolidated financial statement was prepared for A. Now, what will happen if we move to the next month, that is February? So I have prepared one scenario for the month of Feb as well. So in this month, you can see that the common stock was remain same what we have in the month of January, that is 30, 20, and 10,000 respectively. The retained earning current is after the acquisition, legal entity A has earned a profit of 15,000, B 10,000, C 5,000. So our the total liability comes to 45,000, 30,000, 15,000 for legal entity A, B, and C respectively. Similar manner, the cash, the current asset is 45,000, 30,000, and 15,000. Now we need to prepare a consolidated statement for the fab as well. So you can see that the common stock is the 30,000, that is of the common stock of entity A only. The retained earning current value, earlier we have the retained earning current value is 22,000. So from the 22,000, the profit earned by the legal entity is 15,000. Profit earned by legal entity B is 10,000, but the legal entity will get share of 80%. So the 80% of 10,000 is 8,000, and the legal entity A will get a profit portion of entity C by 60%. So if you are going to calculate 60% of 5,000, this amount comes to 3,000. So if we are going to adding these all together, so our retained earning current value comes to 48,000. In the similar manner, the cash we have taken for legal entity A only, the investment in equity company, what we have investment in equity company is 22,000. Now in the month of February, this amount comes to 33,000. How? Because we have a 22,000 for the month of January. In the February, if we are going to calculate the 80% of 10,000, that is 80% of 10,000, sorry, 80% of 10,000. So this amount comes to 8,000. In the similar manner, the 60% of 5,000. So if you are going to add this all together, you will get the 33,000 investment and equity company value. So in this manner, you have understand that how it works from the functional point of view. Then I will show you that how the same things works in the FCCS application. So moving on to my application. So when you create your application, you are required to enable the feature of equity pickup functionality given in the application. So this is my application, and I have already enabled the feature of equity pickup option at the time of creation of application. So you have the option of even enabling this option once you configure the application. Later on also you can enable the equity pickup feature option into your application. Along with the equity pickup functionality, you should also enable the intercompany data of tracking intercompany elimination. This should also be enabled. The ownership management, this should also be enabled, and the equity pickup feature, this should also be enabled into your application, so that the so that the you can get the number what you require. So so you need to define the equity pickup functionality in your application. After defining the equity, after enabling the feature of equity pickup, now the next requirement is that you need to create your entity. So as per our example, we are required to prepare a entity into our application, so that we will go onto the entity, and under the entity you need to add entity under total geography. So I am here adding the child of total geography. My consolidated entity is CE01. Just save this entity. Now under this entity, you are requiring to add all the three legal entities. That, as per example, we are going to add all the three legal entity. That is, our legal entity is A. Go to the attribute value, define legal entity as an intercompany entity, select intercompany entity as a yes, and add this. Save this. In the similar manner, you need to add entity B and C as well. Define them as an intercompany entity. Save this. Then one more entity is C. Once the entity was created, you have done your metadata changes. Therefore, you need to refresh your database. So the refresh is complete. Click finish. Go to the home page. From the home page, go to the application, and under application, go to the consolidation. You can see that you have what entity you have defined into the application is coming under the consolidation. So we do have the three entity A, B, and C. Now we will define the ownership percentage according to our example. So A is the holding company. So you need to define A as a holding company. B has 80% ownership. So you need to define a ownership of 80% onto for legal entity B. And the consolidation method will be subsidiary. For legal entity C, you need to define the ownership by 60%. And the consolidation method will be subsidiary. Now you need to save these changes. It is asking for recomputation of ownership data since the metadata has been changed. So we will recompute the ownership data. Go to the action and recompute ownership data. Recompute ownership data I am running for year FY18 and the period is January. All done. Okay. Now we have created the structure into our application. Now we need to add a data onto the onto the application. I have created a smart view template through which I will enter a data into the application. This is my template. You can see that here we do have the entity ABC, and the year is FY18, and period for which we are entering data is January. So as per example, our common stock for entity A, B, and C is 30, 20, and 10,000 respectively. So we will enter 30,000 common stock for A. For B, it is 20,000. For C, it is 10,000. I am entering this against some movement member, system defined movement member, and then what next is we have the cash of 30,000, 20,000, and 10,000. So I am entering here against cash. Cash is my account against this movement member, 30,000, 20,000, 10,000. Then after once you input data, you need to submit this data into the application. So we have entered data for the month of January. Now, as per example, for the month of February, we will also enter the data. So in the month of February, we have the common stock that what we have already entered into the application. Now in the month of February, A Limited has earned a profit of 15,000, B Limited had earned a 10,000, and C Limited had earned a profit of 5,000. So I am entering the retained earning against my account revenue, 15,000, 50, 15,000, 10,000, 5,000. And our cash has also been increased exactly by the same amount. So 15,000, 10,000, 5,000. Now you need to submit this data into your application. So once you submit the data, you need to run the business rules of consolidation. So go on to the rule card, run the business rule of consolidation. Here my entity is, I am running a consolidation for legal entity A. The scenario is actual. I am entering this business rule for the month of Jan, and my year is FY18. So I am launching this. Once you run the business rule of consolidation, you need to check whether your consolidation has been completed or not. So go to the job page. Onto the job page, you are finding that the consolidation is completed now. So now we will look the result of equity pickup functionality as per our example. So I have created another template for looking into the result. So I am going here for to refresh my data into Smart View. So you can see that we have the entity A. I am looking at local gap. The data input label is my consolidation dimension as entity total. Here I am looking at the total data source. My movement member is closing balance. My intercompany dimension member is intercompany top. I'm looking this data at the parent currency. My view is YTD, year to date. I am looking this data for FY18. The scenario is actual, and for the month of January. So now I am refreshing this. Now so you can see that the total balance sheet resulting into zero. It means our asset is exactly equals to the total liability. Therefore, it is not giving any difference amount. If there would have been any difference between the asset and the liability, the difference will come to this section. Now I am drilling down this further. So you can see that the total asset is coming 52,000 and the total liability is also coming 52,000. And as per our example, what we have calculated for the month of January is that total liability is 52,000 and the total asset is also 52,000. Now, if I am going to drill down it further, so you can see that the current asset amount is exactly equal to the cash, that is 30,000. Long-term asset, that is investment in equity company, is 22,000. You can see that investment in equity company we are getting 22,000, and in the example as well we have the investment in equity company amounting to 22,000. In the similar manner, go to the liability section. Under the total liability and equity, we have the total equity. Under total equity, you will find the owner's equity. Under owner's equity, you can see that we have the common stock, that is 30,000. That is what coming into the application. The retained earning, what we have calculated, the same thing is calculated by the application as well. The retained earning amount comes to 22,000. So now we have checked our number for the month of January. Now we are moving on to the month of February. So for the month of February, we need to run the rule of consolidation once again. Go to the rule, go to the consolidate, launch A, entity A, scenario is actual, the period should be Feb. Launch this. Go to the job page, check the status of consolidation. So it is processing, refresh. It is still processing. Now it is completed. Now go to the smart view where you will find the number this till now the Feb month number is also reporting the number what we have in the month of January. Now I am going to refresh this. You can see that our total asset value gets changed to 78,000. Now we will go to our example. Under example, you can see that our total asset is 78,000 and the application has also calculated the same. The current asset, that is cash amount, is 45,000. The investment in equity company is 33,000, what was calculated by the application. So our total asset is combination of the current asset and the long-term asset. This amount comes to 78,000. Now in the similar manner, the total liability is 78,000. Total liability is 78,000. The common stock value as per example is 30,000. The retained earning value coming to 48,000 and the total liability value comes to 78,000. So you have seen that the in this manner the FCCS application has calculated the consolidated result of legal entity A. Once you enable the equity pickup feature in your application, all the rules that have been defined for calculating the number will come into the picture, and the FCCS will calculate all the amounts that are required for the that are required for calculation. So that's it for today. In case of any support or for complete training, You can visit to our website, that is www.bispsolutions.com. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you.